Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's video, we are focusing on your tribe, the network of souls that you have either spent earlier incarnations with, have some sort of a soul contract with, or are fated to encounter at some point. So a soul tribe or family is like this web of beings all connected to each other's journey, meaning that there is a divine purpose as to why you're meant to share and have certain experiences with these other beings. In many ways, your soul tribe is sort of like a team because life is essentially like a game or simulation, and the universe knew it would be necessary to provide us some sort of a safety net made up of souls that almost replicate our frequency in a sense. And these beings usually complement our energy because they are almost like our vibrational companion or counterpart or match. And with the many challenges that we are destined to face, Spirit knew we would need as much support as possible, and it materialized that support by connecting us to a family of souls. And I believe another reason why Spirit really wanted us to be connected to some sort of a soul family or soul tribe is because that every incarnation that we walk into, we forget who we are. We are separated from our truth or our essence. Even though we are our essence, we are separated from knowing it, and we have to slowly and gradually make our way back to that. And I believe that that's another reason why Spirit gave us this support system or network of souls, is so that the way they can mirror back to us our energy and our essence, so that the way we can remember who we are and we can pursue our purpose uninterrupted, So yeah, this is my theory on what a soul family or soul tribe is. This video has been highly requested by you guys for a long time now, and I finally got the green light for it a few days ago. And so yeah, I'm excited to present this reading to you guys. So that's what we're reading about today, all about your tribe, who they are, what their purpose is in your life or on your journey, as well as how and when you may meet them. Okay, so all the timestamps as well are linked down below in the description and pinned in the comments section. Now let's get to the disclaimers of this video. Tarot should not dictate your life. I repeat, tarot should never dictate your life. I know most of you guys already know this, most of my subscribers do, but there's a lot of new people to spirituality, or people that see tarot as some sort of a crystal ball that's supposed to tell them something that they don't know, make their decisions for them, or give them answers and do the work for them. That is not what my readings serve as, and they never will. My readings do not serve as your answers because I simply do not have them. Only you have the answers, and my readings are here to help guide you to your own inner knowing, okay, and to validate what your intuition has been trying to tell you all along. So never try to force a message. Either it will work or it won't. Let the messages serve to confirm the things that you know but have forgotten. So if something does not resonate, then either that part of the message is not meant for you, given that this is a general reading. Very many people are saying this, or you simply might not be ready to hear it. Tarot is going to reveal truths about our energetic frequencies, and we have to be ready and willing to hear those truths in order for these messages to resonate, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest. For those of you that would like to participate in this meditation, let me just say, like I always do, this is a general reading for the collective. In order for this reading to resonate with you, you have to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eyes and not your physical ones, I will be offering a 60-second meditation. 30 seconds into that meditation, I'll be placing crystals for those that like to pick piles with objects on them. If you are drawn to another pile, that's because there is another message for you in that pile. So if you are ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so your spirit can receive a message about your soul tribe. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. And we'll start that meditation right now. pile 1, we have this agate. I'm not sure exactly which agate this is. If you do know it, please leave it in the comment section for me. On pile 3, I have a heart-shaped moonstone crystal. On pile 4, I have hemimorphite. And on pile 5, I have a Botswana agate. All right, hopefully that meditation was enough time for you to pick a pile and tap into your own psychic awareness. I want to take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and beautiful spirit for these messages today. Now let's see what messages your soul tribe has for you, and I will meet you over at your pile. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we're starting with your tarot before getting to your oracle cards to see who and what your tribe is made up of, essentially. So, and we'll also be checking into when you could be meeting your tribe and how. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So the very first tarot card that we have here is the 7 of Swords. And then we have here the 5 of Cups. All right, pile 1. So Your tribe is, there's a couple of messages coming through for you. The first is you may have experienced a major betrayal by someone that you never thought would hurt you. Your tribe may come to you at a time where you are still healing. So the time may overlap in a sense where you're still reeling from what happened and trying to make sense of it with the Seven of Swords right here. The Seven of Swords is like a thief in the night. You don't notice his presence until after he is gone and you're down 7 swords all of a sudden. And the Five of Cups is expressing itself as still feeling the loss of something that has been taken or stolen away from you, something that you feel you had snatched away from you, wrongfully snatched away from you. So this could be some sort of a support group or people that have definitely been through what you've gone through. This feels like an older or more mature crowd or group of people. And this is the second message coming through here is they're going to understand how deeply this betrayal cut you because they have been there as well and they're learning to heal from it, or they already have. And I see them coming in as like a cool glass of water on a hot ass summer day. Like this is going to be just the medicine that your heart needs to heal, to feel accepted and to hear the reminder that, hey, you do matter, that what happened to you was not okay. Because what I'm also picking up here is your friends or family, the people around you may not understand why you are as hurt as you are. They may be of the mind like, well, that person sucked as a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a friend anyways, sort of like callous to what you're going through, just wanting you to sort of like hurry up and get over it. It's like they're totally looking past the fact that you were deeply connected and attached to this person or this situation, this relationship. So this disconnection is going to take time and patience for sure. But because they were never connected, the other people in your life were never connected to this person in the way that you were. They're on the outside looking in like, why can't you just get over this? Or let's just go out, drink, have fun, and you'll forget all about it. All you need is one night out, or all you need is a new boyfriend, all you need is a new girlfriend, all you need is this, all you need is that. The medicine that they are trying to prescribe you is not what your soul needs. What your soul needs is patience. It needs patience, it needs permittance, it needs allowance, it needs acceptance of what it is feeling. You don't need judgment for feeling how you feel just because other people don't get it. So I'm seeing your tribe come in as someone or a group of people that lend a helping hand in terms of you healing. And they help you heal by always reminding you that it is okay for you to feel what you are feeling. I don't know why, but this feels like an online connection as well. So this could definitely be some sort of support group or group chat, but it's like this closed space that you'll find your tribe pile one. And you'll know that it's them because you'll feel so safe to talk about your emotions. Whereas the people that you grew up with or have known your whole life, or the people around you may feel less expressive. You may feel less expressive with them, but these people that your tribe will feel so safe to you. And that's how you're going to know, pile one, that this is your tribe, because you're going to feel so safe and you're going to feel like, wow, this is a huge part of my life that I have in common with these people or this person. Like they totally get me. They get my feelings, they get my emotions, they get my heart, they get my experience. Like they just get me on a different level. And that's how you're going to know. And I see this happening as something where you're just on the internet and maybe you see like a post about this small group and maybe you like decide to try it out because why not, So it could be Facebook. I don't know why, but I just saw the F for Facebook, and Facebook for some reason is coming through so strongly here. But it's like you sign up. Yeah, my phone just went off too. I don't know if you heard that notification, but yeah, it could definitely be Facebook then for sure. But it's like you sign up to listen into whatever it is that they are talking about, whatever this space is. It might be Facebook, might be something else, but it's like you sort of sign up and you listen in because you're kind of the mind like it can't hurt. And this ends up being a really special and impactful place for you that heals so much because the space will be so understanding and supportive and like, yeah, like we've been there too sort of attitude. Okay. So I kind of feel like I just want to draw another card though. Give me a second. Okay. I just kind of want to see the energy of your tribe. And so we have dilettante, light attributes, delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits, shadow attribute, pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Okay, so yeah, these are people that are very wise, very mature sort of beings, is what I'm picking up with this dilettante card right here. Like it says, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. So these are people that are like, they are professionals in their own right. They've gone through so many rites of passage in life where they kind of they're very mature in their experiences. Like these might be young people in their 20s and their teen years, but it's like they've been through so much. They're so mature and they have so much wisdom when it comes to healing. So these are people that like it says right here, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. So these people may be like therapists without the actual degree behind them. They might feel like a psychologist or something like that, but they might not have went to school for it. They just have such wise words that are going to strike your spirit and really help you to heal. Let me get one more. That's what I'm picking up with this dilettante right here. Oh, look at this. We have trickster, just like the Seven of Swords down here. And so it says light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. This is just like the Seven of Swords card down here. And then we have king, light attributes, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Shadow attributes, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. So yeah, so it seems like there's going to be one sort of person that kind of, and then we have under here lover, light attributes, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Shadow attributes, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. So this, I don't know why I'm picking this up with this lover card right here, but some of you may actually even be attracted to someone in your soul tribe. There may be someone that draws you in because of how they look. They're physically attractive, or there's something about them that kind of attracts you to them. This lover card I just really pick up as a very strong attraction, a lot of chemistry. So it could end up developing between you and somebody in this tribe as more of a romantic connection. But this person is going to have a lot of regal energy to them with this king card right here, where they just know what they're talking about. And this trickster card is just like the Seven of Swords right here, where they're just going to have the drop on people. They're going to, with this trickster card right here, I feel like there's one particular person that's going to be running this group. Like I said, it could be like a Facebook group or something else that you come across. But I feel like there's going to be one person in charge that kind of runs this sort of group, right? And this trickster card right here lets me know that this person has extremely strong discernment, because they take this space, this group so seriously, and they really respect the sacredness of it, because they see this as like, what I'm doing is helping people to heal, because I've been there before where I really needed healing, and I came across a lot of tricksters, or I came across a lot of people that they were saying all the right things, but there was something off about them. They weren't genuinely interested in helping me heal. So this person has been around the block. They have been around people that have sort of branded themselves as like a healer or a priest, or, you know, this all-knowing, very wise person. This person has been around the block. And like it says with this dilettante right here, they delight in the arts without having to be a professional. So this person has come across people that's like a priest, or they consider themselves to be very wise. They consider themselves to be a healer or something like that, but they're complete bullshit. And this is why this person has started this sort of space, or this sort of group or community where it's like a safe space, and it's a sacred space, and they take it so seriously, because they're like, no, I've been around people that have tried to trick me, or they're just trying to get my money, or they're just trying to tell me what I want to hear, you know. But this person takes their work as a healer, even though they're not going to consider themselves to be a healer. There's not going to be all this fluff and titles and bullshit and ego involved. This person's going to be so laid back and humble and chill, and they're not going to be branding themselves as a healer. They're not going to brand themselves as anything. They're just going to be like a safe space where they're like, hey, just if you need healing, come on over this way. You know, if you need a friend, if you need advice, if you need some strength, some encouragement, come on over this way. I'm not looking for anything out of you. I just want to help. So this person is genuinely just trying to help because they've been around the block and they've seen people that are bullshit ass healers, and they've been all around the block. And this is why they've created such a safe space. But as well as too, they're going to have a very attractive vibe to them. So you may even be a little bit attracted to them in a sense, or they could be attracted to you. But it kind of feels like you might be more so attracted to them, because this person is they're just going to have like some sort of a physical thing to them where they're very easy on the eyes is what I'm picking up. But very, very interesting so far. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was really loud. Okay, let's get to you guys' oracle cards. So let's see what it is that this person, that your tribe will end up teaching you. And I know that this is about your tribe, but there's something coming through very, very strongly about one person in particular. So I'm feeling that this one person is kind of running this tribe already. I feel like this is a tribe or a community or a group or a space that's already sort of functioning under one person, under one sort of leadership or something like that. So what it is that your tribe will teach you. So we have right here the second chakra, also known as the sacral chakra, and this is located just beneath your belly button. And it says here, the energy of the sacral chakra helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. Okay, so second chakra, the sacral chakra, pile one. Your tribe will show you how to be in tune with your emotions and how to engage them without feeling embarrassed or ashamed of them. They're really going to connect you to emotional expression, but in a controlled sense. So instead of blowing up at people or shutting down and not speaking, it's like they'll help unclog your emotions, so to speak, so you can clearly express your emotions or share what's going on with you internally, in a sense. Okay, so let's see. Let's see when you could meet your tribe. Because the second chakra, the sacral chakra, it rules our emotions and things like that. It also rules our ability to receive, to accept, to open up. This is the seat of the divine feminine that lives within you. So this is all about receiving, reception, right? So when we're dealing with the divine feminine energies, divine feminine archetype, we're dealing with the ability to receive. So if you have a hard time receiving compliments, if you have a hard time receiving gifts, receiving help, asking for help, expressing yourself, expressing your truest emotions, your internal self, this tribe, this group is definitely going to help you come into contact with that, where you don't feel so uncomfortable with expressing your innermost part of yourself, with expressing your soul, in a sense. Okay. And as well as they're also going to help you get in touch with your creativity. So this could even be something like a band, music, something like that, a band, or I don't know why that just came through, but it could be something like a band, you know, that ends up becoming your tribe, and they really help you to sort of find your own voice, find your own style of playing and expressing yourself, something like that. Okay, let's check out when you could possibly meet your soul tribe. And so we have here Sagittarius. So this is the card Sagittarius. And then we have here Virgo, the card of Virgo. Okay. And so with Sagittarius, that could be around right now, because we technically just came out of Sagittarius season a couple of days ago. Or it could be during Virgo season, which happens at the end of August through most of September, up until like September 20th or the 21st, something like that. So it could be in the month of like December, late November, or in the month of late August into much of September. As well as too with the Sagittarius and Virgo card, this is just going to be somebody this is going to be a tribe that really brings out a lot of your charisma with the Sagittarius and Virgo. Sagittarius is very good at dealing with people, while at the same time doing their own thing. And Virgo's all about service, you know, like it says, the serving of others right here. But also Virgo's very methodical, you know, so it's all about kind of like details, really getting to know people, just really bearing your soul, bearing your innermost self to your tribe is what I'm really picking up here. You're going to feel so comfortable with them. They're really going to bring out a side of you that you never truly felt comfortable enough to express. And that's the beautiful thing about your tribe here. And let's see what it is another thing that they could be showing you or kind of teaching you with these cards here. And so we have, look at that, the fates. Okay. And then we have serendipity. Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing you. So another thing that your tribe is going to show you, pile one, is how to accept your fate. This could also be because I keep hearing the serenity prayer for your pile. You know, the part of the prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this may also be some sort of like a 12-step program, a rehabilitation program, or a facility, you know, something like that, like AA meeting, something. But I see them helping you to understand how to accept your own fate and how to be at at peace with it with this serendipity card right here, and how to say goodbye, because not every relationship is meant to last forever. But there is something here, pile one, where I do want to say be extremely careful with your relationships, because you get so deeply involved in them that if someone is not genuine, if they don't have good motives, it can really seriously injure you, like wound you, and be very careful with that. But this is another thing that your support group is going to, or that your tribe is going to help you to understand, is like, you know what, sometimes people come in as a seasonal thing. It's not always meant to last forever. And it doesn't mean that I've done something wrong. It just means that maybe at this point in time, we're supposed to split. Our stories are supposed to go a separate way. So I also see your tribe helping you learn how to accept fate, learn how to accept the fate of other relationships in your life, learning how to accept the fate of life, and that not everything lasts forever, and learning how to say goodbye. I really see them helping you. I really see them helping you through things like that, which is really beautiful. So pile one, this is all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I do pray this reading brought you guys love, support, clarity, strength. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. We're going to be starting with your tarot before getting to your oracle cards to see who your tribe is, how you'll meet them, possibly when. So we're just going to be diving into a lot of different details about your tribe. So let's go ahead and get started. Very first tarot card that we have is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have here the 10 of Wands, also in reverse. Okay, pile 2. So your tribe seems to be people that you meet along the way of securing your future. College just came to mind. For some of you, this could be college. For others of you, this is at work, or it's in setting up your own business or career, getting started in your career. This is a very unorthodox group of people that like to challenge the status quo. For some of you, I'm hearing some of these people in your tribe are people that you've grown up with, but you lost contact with them for a long time and you guys went your separate ways. So it's like you knew of them growing up. Maybe you grew up in the same town, went to the same school, something like that. Maybe went to the same college, but eventually ended up losing touch. Maybe you worked at the same place, but eventually you guys sort of just kind of went your separate ways. But all this time later, you've changed and grown into your own person just like they have. And now that you guys have experienced life in your kind of separate ways, it's like this fated encounter happening where now at this point in life, you guys work well together, or you fit very well together. So this may definitely be someone that you grew up around, but this is a very like-minded tribe, pile 2, where you guys push each other, you motivate each other, bounce ideas off of each other. It's a very productive group. There we go. That's what that's what I was looking for right there. Really productive group of people that will keep everyone motivated towards making something work or making something happen. I keep seeing you guys trying to develop something together, like an online store maybe, or a site or an app, or, it's something it looks like with computers. And that may only be for a few of you here, but I see a few of you like hunched over a computer screen with some of your tribe working hard at developing something. And that's why this 10 of Wands is right here in reverse. These people, your tribe, was sent to you and you to them as a help, a cheerleader in a sense, to not give up and to keep going. For you guys to hype each other up and to be that grounded force at the same time that is there to reroute anyone that loses faith or loses their drive, loses their direction, gets distracted, runs into some sort of issue in life. I see you guys sustaining the motivation to get something huge done. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Jabberwockies, but they're like this dance group, and it's a big group of guys that came from, I think, were like rough neighborhoods or something. I forget which city. And they experience a lot of loss, a lot of tough shit, but their camaraderie and them weathering these storms together is what got them through in order for them to get their big break. And they kept each other motivated. So when it got too hard for one person, the other members would step in and be that shoulder to lean on. And they were able to see a lot of success together, still to this day, I believe. So this kind of reminds me of that. You guys working on this idea or project together and having to keep each other motivated through the challenges and the hard times, through just life in general happening to people. So the universe put you all together just so you wouldn't lose the faith, because alone it might be too much. But with this tribe here, they won't let you fall without helping you up with this 10 of Wands in reverse. So it's really, really beautiful just how strongly everyone sort of like comes together. And it's like whatever happens to one of us happens to all of us. And that's just how everyone's mindset is. And everyone's mindset is so on the same page. And so there's going to be these little things, these little challenges that come up. And you guys are tasked at keeping each other together and keeping each other grounded through everything that happens. Because it looks like just a lot of different life situations and circumstances happening. And the reason why the universe brought you guys together is to keep those life circumstances, the different things that life is going to throw at you, to keep you guys from getting distracted, to keep you from losing your motivation. Okay, so, like for instance, let's say somebody in your tribe lost their job, right? And they're like, you guys, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. You guys might band together and be like, hey, I know someone that owns a business. They're looking for someone right now. Or, hey, I can put in this much money for your rent this month. Or, hey, you can move in with me for a few months. It's like, it's going to be something where it's like, we are not losing track of this goal. We're not losing focus of this idea. We're going to make the damn thing happen by any means necessary. This group right here is like by any means necessary. So this is very beautiful though. Let me just flip a couple of more oracle cards just to kind of get a feel for your group, the energy of your group. We have, look at that, Servant. That's what I'm saying. You guys are here to really help each other, to kind of serve each other in a way. But it says here, light attribute, delight. It says light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. This is what I was talking about, not allowing life to keep you stuck. You guys are not going to allow the shit that life throws at you to stop you from executing this goal or this dream or this plan or this idea. That's exactly what I was talking about. Let me get one more. Oh, okay. And so we have here gossip. Okay, and it says light attributes, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Shadow attributes, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. Okay, so, and we also have here 10 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Coins in reverse. So what I'm picking up with this gossip card is there's going to be a lot of gossip surrounding your tribe. Pile 2. There's going to be people in your neighborhood, people that you guys know or work around, that are going to be talking kind of like shit, I guess you could say, about you guys' plans or your projects. And this is why you guys are going to be such a tight-knit, close group, because you're fighting the world in a sense, It's like you're fighting against these challenges, you're fighting against life, and you guys are also going to be very closely entwined with each other, because it's like there's also people that we grew up with in our community, in our neighborhood, in our town, in our fields, in our industries, in our jobs, that are talking about us and talking about how we're not going to make it, talking about how stupid this idea is, talking about how we're never going to be able to get it off the ground. No one ever makes it from this part of town, or, something stupid like that. This is going to cause you guys to really band together and to be each other's own support group in a sense. Let me see what's underneath the deck. And then we have here underneath the deck, Goddess, light attribute, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Shadow attribute, exploitation of the female nature and form. Okay, so this could be some sort of a like feminine group. I was trying to just get one more, but 2 more came out. This could be some sort of like not a feminine group, but it could be some sort of a group that is very supportive of each other, in the sense where it's like the divine feminine. The divine feminine is like this mother archetype where it's just very protective. And so that's kind of what I'm picking up with this goddess card right here is like it's a very protective sort of group. And one thing that I'm also picking up as well is you guys see something that other people don't with this goddess card right here. You guys see something that other people don't. And oh yeah, didn't I also say that you guys are going to be each other's cheerleader? That's kind of what the goddess archetype is like, you know, the mother. The divine feminine is like the mother, and the mother archetype is like what? It's going to support you through anything. It's going to tell you when everyone else is talking shit about you, when everyone else is saying, oh, you're so this, oh, you're so that. The archetype of the divine feminine of the mother comes in and says, no, you can do this. Do not allow them to stop you. That is what, this is such a close-knit group. Then we have here networker. And it says light attribute enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attributes conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Okay, and then we have here guide. And it says light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attributes places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay, so yeah, guide kind of reminds me of this 9 of Pentacles right here too. You guys are going to find some sort of success with whatever this is that you guys are trying to get off the ground, but it's going to be a very tight-knit circle, and I would recommend to keep it a very tight-knit circle. Especially I picked that up when I first saw this gossip card, like, wow, you guys are gonna make it at some point. And the same people that were gossiping and talking shit about, you're not gonna get this off the ground, you're not gonna get that going, are gonna be the same ones that are like, I always knew you can make it. You know, it's gonna be that kind of situation here. You guys are going to have to maintain that close-knit circle. Be very, very careful, especially with this gossip card right here too, and this networker card. Be very careful about allowing other people into this tight-knit tribe, because other people may come in there and sort of poison this tight-knit, this closeness that you guys have. You guys are such a close-knit group that some people are going to see it as though like the only way to kind of come in and throw you guys off is to pit you guys against each other. So be very, very careful of that. And while you're in pursuit of this goal, okay, you guys are going to have to keep that one track mind, keep your eyes on the goal with this guide card right here, you know. And so that's also telling me too that there's going to be 1 or 2 of you in this tribe that are very like, you know, like kind of like devil's advocate all the time, sort of like this diplomat that's just like, you guys, like, we have to stay focused, we got to stay on track, something like that. Is going to be some sort of like almost like parent figure in the group that's going to keep you guys on track, like, hey, make sure you're getting enough sleep tonight, don't go out tonight and drink or something like that. It's like they remind me of like the DD, like the designated driver of your group, where they're just sort of keeping everyone in accordance with the goal here. But I would definitely recommend you guys staying a tight-knit, close circle. You know, of course, you're going to meet other people, get other people involved eventually with this networker card right here, but do not do business with everyone. Use discernment for sure, especially with this goddess card right here, okay? Because, and with the servant card right here, you don't want to get into a deal with someone where they are leaving out what they expect of you on purpose. You know, you got to be careful with your transactions. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to be careful with your transactions. When you guys start getting opportunities and stuff like that, be very careful with the opportunities that you guys take on, because there could be a very uneven sort of transaction here where they're like, yeah, I'll give you this or I'll do this for you, but they're expecting a lot in return. So definitely be careful with that. Okay, I think that's all I'm saying with these cards right here. Let's get to your other oracle cards. Let's get to your other oracle cards. So let's see what your tribe may teach you. And so we have here, look at that abundance. Yeah, you guys are gonna be successful. Okay. That's all I needed to see. The energy of abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and the sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. Okay, so you guys see that? There's 2 messages here again. Abundance that says you all are meant to see this project or idea to completion for sure and to see the success of it. But as well as too, you're going to have an abundance of support. There's never going to be a time where you are the only one carrying these 10 wands and they're just watching you like, damn, sucks for you, you know, like that's tough. There's an abundance of love and support here and success in the future that's really coming through when it comes to you and your tribe. Like, you guys are not going to, especially if you use discernment and you guys kind of can tell like, hey, I don't trust this person that just came into the group. I don't think that they have our best interests in mind or anything like that. You guys are going to be able to sort of sniff out people that are just wanting to social climb, just sort of use you as whatever their motives are, so definitely be aware of that. But for sure, you guys are not going to be alone when it comes to carrying the weight or the pressure, the responsibility of whatever your role may be in this tribe or in this project. Okay. When you could meet your soul tribe. So we have here the card Cancer. And we have in the first house. Okay. Cancer here, around Cancer season, which is from late June to mid-July, you could be meeting your tribe, or you guys could have already met sometime around late June to mid-July. And you guys may sort of start getting to work on this project or this goal, or sort of bouncing ideas off of each other come June, July, somewhere around there, 2021. Or if you are having any sort of major transits happening in your first house, in your astrological chart, look out for that, because that could be a serious indicator as to when you're going to meet your tribe, or when you guys are going to try to sort of get something off the ground. So yeah, but there's so much emotional with this Cancer card right here, motivation with the first house card. First house sort of rules our motivation. It's the very first house. It's all about sort of getting up and taking that first step and progressing. And Cancer energy is very cardinal energy, which is all about making a move. So there's a lot of kind of risk taking that's happening here within your tribe. But like I said as well, there's going to be a lot of emotional motivation where you guys are emotionally motivated to get this going and to see this through to completion, because you guys have been through so much, or you've sacrificed so much, or you've given up so much. So there's going to be a lot that you are emotionally motivated to see come to fruition for sure. Not just you, but your entire tribe are going to be like emotionally just pushing yourselves in a sense to get this stuff done, because it's like we've given up too much. Like we have to see this all the way through. And then final cards here. Let's see what we've got. We've got higher power. Okay. And we've got not for you. All right, you guys. So a higher power has definitely orchestrated this group of you guys to come together. This higher power is working through your entire tribe, pile 2. You guys have something major to introduce to people, and not for you is enforcing the idea that it's not just you. When one of you guys go down or is hurting or is in need of help, you all are. What one person experiences is what everyone's going to be experiencing. There's no separation here in terms of individuality. You guys are really in this together, not for you alone to carry. It's not for you alone to carry any sort of burden. They've got your back for sure. And another thing too, you may want to be careful with is if you are the type of person that likes sort of doing your own thing, maybe, you get hit up for an opportunity. This opportunity is like, hey, we're only interested in you. Something like that. There could be a little bit of friction down the road where certain people in your tribe get hit up for opportunities. Certain people in your group get hit up for individual opportunities. You guys are going to have to figure out if it's like, are we all doing this together, or are we allowed to take these sort of individual opportunities for ourselves? Make sure that you guys talk about everything. Talk about every little thing. And I also wouldn't say that it's a bad idea to maybe get some sort of like not contract, but to get some sort of some sort of like legal statement in place for you individually, maybe for everyone to get their own sort of like legal statement in place individually, so that the way when things start happening down the line, like this could be like a musical group or a musical band, for instance, right? And let's say that, I don't know, like the Ellen show asks just one of you to come on the show or something like that. You guys are going to have to talk about these types of things happening early on. That the way when they do start happening, it's not such a surprise to the group, and it doesn't end up sort of injuring someone's pride or ego, so you're definitely going to want to be very careful of that and to consider that for sure, because there could be something where individuality starts to kind of create a little bit of friction or a little bit of tension. But if you guys talk about that early on, you're going to be perfectly fine with that. okay? Because there is some sort of weird, not weird, but there is some sort of thing here talking about leadership with this first house and this Cancer card and this not for you. And the Nine of Coins and Nine of Pentacles in reverse is somebody that is shown being alone. Ten of Wands as well, someone that is shown being alone. So there could be some sort of thing here where it's like an individual thing, but you're trying to individually do something while also being a part of this tribe or this group or this community. Okay, so but just make sure that you guys talk about it in the beginning and you'll be perfectly fine. But other than that, I really do see you guys pulling this off, whatever this is that you guys sort of start together. This is your tribe. Your tribe is a group of people that you guys are just going to start something together. You guys are going to be so involved and so inspired and so emotionally motivated to really see this success come in. And you guys will end up seeing it as long as you stay the course and you stay focused. There's going to be a lot of things trying to come in and throw you off, but you guys, as long as you stay the course, you will see this thing to completion and you will see the success of it. Okay, so this is all that I'm saying for my pile twos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, you guys, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're starting with your tarot cards before getting to your oracle cards to see all the details that we can see about this tribe that may be coming into your life or that you may have already been a part of. So let's get started with your reading. And very first tarot card that we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have here the Conqueror of Swords, also known as the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So pile 3, I'm seeing your tribe be a little more tight-knit. Like this feels like a family that you get introduced to, or okay, maybe like in-laws or something. That's what this could be. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay, because I was like, why does this feel so super duper enclosed? Like a couple of the other piles, they felt very tight-knit as well, but this just feels like, it feels almost exclusive. I don't know, it just feels very like this is only through blood or some sort of like serious contract, something like that. So yeah, this is like a family pile 3. Now, for some of you, this family may have a name behind them or money that they come from, but they welcome you with open arms. The thing is, try not to be so shy around them. If you are more of an introvert or a listener or someone that doesn't have much to say, try not to be so shy around them because they really want to get to know you with this King of Swords in reverse right here. But they feel like you are a bit closed off with the Seven of Pentacles card over here. And they want to get to know the real you. Not the politically correct, reserved, and polite part of you, but the real part, and not so they can judge you, but that's how they gauge authenticity, is through how transparent someone is. But I see once you guys get beyond the initial sort of like getting to know each other sort of stage, they really end up considering you a part of the family. Like you can call them for anything that you need, any sort of advice. And if this is a family with a name or resources or money, you're going to be thrown into a different type of environment, but you're going to enjoy the same perks as them because, like I said, they will see you, they will end up seeing you as one of them. Even though some of you that pick this pile are shy or, you know, maybe a little bit more quiet or reserved, and they know that they have to really work to crack you open. And they really love the fact at the same time that you're so reserved or closed off because they're quite a close-knit family, like I said in the beginning, meaning that they don't want someone in their circle with loose lips, someone that doesn't know how to keep their damn mouths shut. They want somebody that respects the sacredness of privacy and the intimacy of these relationships and of this family, especially if, like I said, this is a family with a name behind them, or this is a family that's involved in politics or government, or they have a lot of money, or they run like maybe like a practice or something like that. But this is a very warm group of people as well, and you would not think it looking at them and everything that they have with the Seven of Pentacles right here. It's like they are sitting on money or resources, and it might be with this King of Swords in reverse that like one person in the family is like wildly successful or famous, or maybe they hit it big with something, and that maybe they're like the matriarch or the patriarch of the family, and the rest of the family benefits from this one person. But even with everything that they have, that this family has, they're still extremely down to earth. So they may have sort of come from nothing, especially with the Seven of Coins right here. They may have had very humble beginnings, this family, and then just hit it big at some point in time. But yeah, they're still very a warm, supportive family. They still have those basic sort of principles and morals and that kind of like ethic code where they're like, no, the blood above everything else. We're still family at the end of the day. Yeah, we have all these things. We have all this maybe notoriety or power, influence, whatever it is. But they're like, at the end of the day, it's very fundamental for them that like family comes first. Family is everything to them. Over the money, over all the material things that they have, family is everything to them. But you might be a little taken back at how open they are with each other, or at how aggressive they seem at getting to know you or developing a relationship with you, especially if you are someone that is not as close with your own family, or doesn't have maybe like as open of a relationship with your family. Maybe you're close with your family, but you guys don't talk about everything. Maybe you guys don't hang out all the time. Maybe you don't talk all the time, something like that. You know, you have maybe more of like a surface level relationship with your family, or you might not be close with them at all. So when you're seeing this sort of like this closeness with this family, it's a little jarring, or it's a little foreign to you, where it's like you have to sort of warm up to this idea. Or like I said, you may not have any sort of issues with your family, but maybe you're still sort of like that lone wolf, or someone that really kind of likes to be distant or apart or away from your family and just kind of do your own thing. It might not be any sort of issues between your family at all. You might just like to kind of do your own thing, or you might not have any sort of relationship with them. And so, like I said, this family will feel a bit foreign to you. It'll take a little bit of time for you to warm up to them. You might be a little taken back with how open they are with each other, or at how much they are trying to get to know you, or trying to develop a relationship with you. But looking into the future, this is your tribe, heavy pile 3. They're going to have your back and protect you like you are blood to them. Many of you on this pile will find this tribe by marrying into this family or dating into this family. And even if the marriage doesn't last forever, this family will still be family to you and you to them. It's like once you're in, it's a lifetime membership. There is no getting out of it. That's how attached they're going to get to you, and eventually you'll warm up to them and accept them and see them in the same sort of way, really going to bat for them really going to bat for you. But you might not be as open to them in the beginning because you're more of a lone wolf and don't mind it. But that's also what they love about you too, which is really funny. So let me just shuffle a couple of cards here. I just sort of want to get more of an energy, more of an idea of the energy that this tribe, this family may be. So let's see here. Give me a second. That was fast. So King came out. A lot like this King of Swords down here. Light attributes, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Shadow attributes, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Get another one. And so we have vampire. Light attributes, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes, depleting others for your physical survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Okay, yeah. Let me get one more. Okay. We have here poet. Light attribute, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Shadow attribute, turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. And underneath the deck we have here Samaritan. Light attributes, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attribute, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help that you offer. Okay, so with vampire here, like I was saying, this family, they're so close-knit because they know that there's other people that would easily come in with horrible intentions and try to take from them what they have worked for or what they have attained in their life. So with this vampire energy right here, this is why this family is so close-knit. They don't allow people in easily at all because they are very protective, or not protective, but they're very aware of parasitic people, parasitic energy, vampiric sort of people and energy, people with really bad, negative, dark motives for them. Because this family, like I said, they have a lot. And when you have a lot, what does that mean? That means that there's a lot of people probably with their eyes on you, looking at like, damn, I wish I had this, damn, I wish I had that. So, they're very aware of the fact that there's people out there that genuinely hate them for what they have and what they have attained in their life. And there are people that would love to see them lose what they have. So they're very protective over each other. As well as too, this family also with this vampire card right here, they face a lot of criticism, I would say. They face a lot of not because they're in scandals, but just simply because they have a lot of attention. When you have a lot of attention, you're going to get love and you're also going to get hate. That is just a part of the package deal. When you are somebody with a lot of attention on you, with a lot of eyes on you, you're going to get both ends of the spectrum. And so this is another reason why this family is so closely connected, because of the fact that the world attacks them from time to time. People come at them from time to time. It might not be the entire world. It might just be people in that city, or people that know of that family. But the people that do know of that family, they get support, as well as they do get darker sort of energy thrown at them. This family is very vigilant when it comes to that type of energy. With this King card here, this is a lot like this King of Swords in reverse. And Samaritan is all about, like I said, this family they have a lot of something. They have a lot of something. And so this lets me know that this family there's something about their image that they would prefer to keep squeaky clean. Okay. They would prefer to keep it squeaky clean, as well as too, with this vampire card that just came through. This family may have a few secrets that may be a bit scandalous, okay? It may be a bit scandalous, and this is another reason why they don't let everybody into their circle, because they don't want these scandals getting out. So they may want to sort of protect their image or their brand, their company, whatever it is that they got going on. There's something here that they really want to protect. They don't necessarily want the public to see maybe their darker sides, or their darker attributes, or their darker things in life, skeletons in their closet, in other words. So they may be very involved in charities, charitable cases, helping people out, donating money, giving money, things like that, because like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles right here, they're sitting on a lot of something, a lot of money, a lot of influence, a lot of fame, a lot of something for sure. And then with this Poet card right here, it says expresses soul insights and symbolic language. Again, this family is they're calculated. They're calculated in a sense where you're going to have to get to know the ins and out of this family. So when they say a certain word or make a certain gesture, you know what it means, but the rest of the world won't know what it means, So it's like, I'm trying to think of an example. It's almost like having like a secret handshake or something, or, when they say a certain word or make a certain face, you're going to know what it means. The rest of the world won't know what it means. So again, this family is extremely protective. They're extremely secretive as well. You're going to have the inside scoop as to what's going on with this family. The rest of the world is going to be very kept out of that. Like it says here, expresses soul insights and symbolic language. Only the people inside are going to know what these symbols, what these gestures, what these sort of actions mean. Only the people on the inside are going to know. The rest of the world is going to be guessing what's going on with this family. You're going to know it. So this is why this family is so close-knit, so tight, so secretive, because they do have skeletons in the closet and they really want to maintain a certain sort of image. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up here for sure. Very interesting so far. Let's get to your other oracle cards here. So let's see what we have. We've got union. Yep, this is what I was talking about. And it says the energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. Like I was saying, you guys, This is a marriage pile 3. This is definitely in-laws, okay? So there's that confirmation. But another thing coming through with this card is they might even be the mediators sometimes between you and your spouse. If you guys are having differences, they may help connect a lot of dots for you when it comes to your partner and understanding the more challenging aspects of their personality. You will definitely be able to see into how and why your partner is how they are through their family. So they'll make a lot more sense to you when you're getting to know their family. When you're around their family, you'll kind of be like, oh, like this is why they're like this and this is why they're like that, you know. Let's check out your these cards here to see when you could be meeting your tribe or this person. And we have here the North Node, okay, and we have Uranus. Okay, yeah, this was something that I was kind of picking up earlier, but I wanted to see your oracle cards first. You guys may also have sort of a whirlwind romance. Your relationship may move very quickly with this person coming into your life. The relationship may move very fast where they're like, hey, I want to introduce you to my family like ASAP. This person is definitely going to, they're kind of like the gatekeeper, you know, or they're kind of like your gateway into this tribe. Your partner or person or spouse, whoever this may be, this person is going to end up introducing you to this family. And for those of you already in a relationship, this clearly probably won't be a person that you end up marrying or something like that, but it could just be someone else that you end up becoming friends with, and they sort of like bring you into their family because they're so close with you or something like that, or they really end up trusting you and they end up bringing you into their family in a sense because they see you as family. So it could be something like that as well, okay, if you're in a relationship. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so here with you definitely may have a very fast romance, and Uranus and the North Node aspecting each other or transiting a house for you, like your 3rd, 4th, 7th, or 8th is what I'm picking up here, will probably be around the time that you meet this person if you're single. And if you're in a relationship, like I said, this could just be a person that you end up becoming fast friends with, like developing just a very deep friendship, a very deep connection with this person, and they end up sort of bringing you into their family. So this could be, like I said, Uranus or the North Node aspecting each other or transiting a house, transiting your house, like your 3rd, 4th, 7th, or 8th. Will be around the time that you meet this tribe. Your relationship feels like it might move very fast, like we talked about, like it may be a whirlwind romance where they just, you know, like, hey, I want to be with you, and that's it. And because their mind gets made up so early on, they want to introduce you to everyone pretty fast. And that's why you might be against it as well, because everything is happening so quickly around you. That may be what this is. Yeah. You may be a fixed sign as well. Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, even Mars is kind of coming in here. I'm picking up your energy here where you really don't like having your schedule changed up unless it is slowly sort of fed to you. But this feels very abrupt. Or your 6th or your 7th house or your 2nd house may be ruled by a fixed sign. One of the fixed signs, like I said, which is Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo, they may rule your 6th, 7th, or 2nd house. Trying to think of another, or your 10th house. One of those houses may be ruled by a fixed sign in your chart here. Yeah, this feels very abrupt. This feels like just like, oh my God, I was not expecting for me and this person to get together that quickly, for things to develop this quickly, or for me to become fast friends and trust this person this quickly, or for them to trust me this quickly and invite me into their personal life and their family this quickly. A lot of you have a very interesting and fast-paced 2021 happening for you, even though this is timeless. Let me say that, especially for those of you that are single. Another thing too that I'm picking up with this North Node card right here is some of you could end up possibly, and with this Uranus card, some of you could end up getting pregnant. And that just sort of just kind of slides you right into this family, to this tribe where you're just like, okay, well, I'm having their grandchild, or I'm having their niece or their nephew or their cousin or whatever. And so they're very, very involved with you because of the fact that you get pregnant by this person, or, you, whatever the case, or you get this person pregnant. Let's see your last 2 cards. And so we have, look at that, Between Worlds. Yep. And we have chaos and conflict. Yeah. Okay. So between worlds, this is you trying to manage between how much time you spend in your own world versus theirs. You have this really funny energy to you where you love your space and alone time. Like I said, you're kind of like a lone wolf and you're not really much of a people person, but people love you. They just gravitate towards you. You're quite charming, even though you don't really like people. This is really funny. So there's some Aquarius energy here too. Oh yeah, we got the Uranus card. We got the Uranus card right here. So you may definitely be an Aquarius sun, moon, rising Venus, maybe even Mars. But yeah, and this is kind of that like Aquarius energy where people just gravitate towards you, but you're not really a people person. That's Aquarius's energy all day. So you're going to have this interesting dynamic where you struggle a bit with this chaos and conflict card between your own solitude and opening yourself up to these other relationships and people, to this family. So try to pace yourself as much as you can, but this is going to be a very exciting rushed time for you. So you're going to have this like crash course at getting used to going from lone wolf and loving it sometimes to people always being around and loving it sometimes. So there's going to be these interesting times where you're alone and you're like, oh, I kind of miss them. There's going to be times where you're around them and you're like, I kind of miss my alone time. Sort of like this chaos and conflict within yourself internally where you're like, you're always going to miss what you don't have. That's another thing I'm getting is while you adore and love your solitude, you also want someone in your life as well, pile 3. And Spirit is saying as well that you're about to get an abundance of that. So I also see many of you holding a child on your hip for pictures with this family. That just came through, like holiday photos or something very clearly. So this is really beautiful. It's just a very big adjustment for you. So like I said earlier, this could be like a surprise pregnancy where like, oops, we're pregnant. And now you just have this whole other family that you're involved with. Okay, so this is all that I'm seeing for my pile 3s, but this looks very beautiful for you guys. I'm loving your tribe. They seem very interesting. They seem like they got a lot of crazy, interesting energy going on, but very exciting all the same. So let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we're starting with your tarot cards before getting to your oracle cards to pick up on as many details as we possibly can about your tribe, whether they're coming into your life or if you've already met them, when you could be meeting them, their energy, what they're like, what you guys are going to be experiencing together. So let's get started. Very first tarot card that we have here is the 6 of Cups in reverse. And then we have the 8 of Swords. This is an inner child misfit sort of tribe right here. So let me explain. Misfit in the sense that you've never really found, I just saw the number 444 for you as well. I don't know if that is significant for you, the month of April or 4th day of the month, or I don't know. Maybe you see repeating 4s a lot, but I just saw that for you. So like I was saying, what I'm talking about when I say misfit is in the sense that you've never really found other people that were into the same hobbies or had the same interests as you. And this is where they activate your inner child. So this tribe of yours has everything to do with the things that you've always wanted to do since you were a kid. So this is like joining a fantasy football league or what do they call it where you like dress up and go like sword fighting or something. Like what is that fucking called? Oh, cosplay. Yeah. Or, so it could be something like that, or maybe enjoying music from one of your favorite childhood bands. This tribe is going to connect you right back to your inner kid, pile 4. Oh, you're pile 4. You're pile 4 because I keep saying 444. I forget that you're pile 4. Okay, so that may be something very significant for you guys. Repeating 4s, the number 4. Like I said, this is all about you having a lot of fun and not taking yourself too seriously with this tribe here. The only thing that this tribe takes seriously is being free of today's standards with this 8 of Swords right here and what is expected of people. So this is a healthy way to escape the responsibilities and pressures of work and bills and adulting, all that grown-up stuff stuff that gets exhausting after a while. So this tribe will introduce a really healthy way of blowing off steam in a sense. One thing I'm seeing though, pile 4 as well, is you will have to really moderate how much time you spend with your tribe, because it's going to be so easy, almost too easy in a sense, to lose track of time when you are with them. So it's going to be really important to balance out your time and schedule or responsibilities. I also see you guys doing something with your hands, like art maybe, or painting. So this tribe is really going to teach you how to let your hair down, how to unwind without a glass of wine or alcohol or a substance, or just going out and binging for a whole week, something crazy, or doing something very risky, very daring, very unhealthy, very toxic. They're going to keep you from anything sort of toxic when it comes to blowing off steam. Because with your pile, I feel like you need to blow off steam. You just need to let your hair down. You need to have a space or a place or a community or something where you get to do what you want to do. Because most of the time, it almost seems like every day you have to do something when it comes to work, or when it comes to your family, or when it comes to, it's like you're expected to do and fill all these roles and other things. And so it's like when it comes to you doing something for you, you really seriously are in need of that. Yeah, I also see a lot of physical activity. So this could also be like hiking, playing sports, pole dancing, even dancing in general, a band. This is really creative and fun, but it's expressed through movement is what it looks like for you. So this could be like a fitness group as well. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of possibilities with your pile here, but they're mostly an escape for you. That's very healthy and nothing to be ashamed of, because they will show your inner child how to radiate. And that's what's going to be very liberating for you. Whatever you could not do as a kid because your parents wouldn't let you, and maybe as an adult you didn't have the time or energy because of work or kids or other responsibilities, that's where this tribe is really going to step into your life. This isn't going to be the deepest tribe. They're not going to be like super intellectual and talking about space-time theories all day. This group of people is about being and expressing something deeper through some sort of action or movement, something very physical with the body, but it seems to be a more private group as well, I would say. So maybe you guys like create your own faction, your own group, your own something, something like that. This could be like a group chat or something. But it does seem to be like the group seems to be kind of small, but it could be because too, like I said, you guys are almost like a misfit. You're not going to find very many people that are into the same things that you guys are. So that could also be why I'm getting this sense or this visual of you guys being a smaller group. But let me just shuffle a couple of cards right here to see the energy or the personality of your tribe here. So give me a second. Okay. And so we have here warrior, and it says light attributes: strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. Shadow attributes: trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So this could be something even too like a fantasy football league, or something where you guys like a sports team, or something where you guys like play basketball on the weekends, or football or soccer or something like that. With this warrior card, it could also be something like I said, cosplay. Maybe you guys are in the military and you guys all have that in common, that you served in the military or something along those lines. As well as, like I said too, you guys are just going to have a way where it's like you want to escape the pressures of life, because you're so used to waking up and showing up every damn day that it's just like, I need to do something for me. So that's also what I'm getting with this warrior card right here. As well as too, this could just be, again, like I mentioned earlier, this could be some sort of like a fitness group where you guys are very dedicated to health and wellness, exercising, something like that. Let's see what else we have. We've got artiste here. So it says light attributes: expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Shadow attributes: using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. These cards are funny. So this could be a group where you guys, I think I mentioned that earlier, where you guys are like, you paint together, because like I said, I saw you guys doing something with your hands, but something that's physical. So like, it could be like, I don't know, painting, making clothes, designing, something like that, or cooking. I don't know. It's something where you guys share something in common. That is pretty it's pretty exclusive in a sense, because you're not going to find very many people that share this in common with you guys. And that's why you guys come together as this group. And then we have here rescuer. Oh, see, you guys need this. You need this. This is something that's going to really rescue your spirit and your energy in a sense. And it says here, light attributes provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So yeah, this is saying to me, like I said, you guys need a place where you can let your hair down. And this tribe is going to come through for you and rescue your inner child from being consumed by adulting, by being a grown-up and having responsibilities. The inner child can slowly die being consumed by responsibilities and the things and the places and the roles that we are expected to show up to every day. The inner child can easily die through expectations. So this tribe for you is going to come through and rescue that inner child from you, where you're like, oh my God, this is so much fun. I'm reconnecting with something. This could even be something like, I don't know, like where you play chess or you play video games. You get into like a tournament for chess or video games, something like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, but something that you love to do for you, you know? And then underneath the deck here, we have Avenger. Light attributes: desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Shadow attribute: resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Okay, so also with this Avenger and this Warrior card right here too, and even Rescuer, you guys could even, this tribe for you could also be something like where you are like a, what is that called? Where you guys like protest together, or you're like in some sort of activism or a humanitarian sort of effort where you guys are saving the environment, saving the trees, saving the animals, helping other people out, you know. And that could also speak to your inner child, that really says like, maybe your inner child, maybe back when you were a kid, people sort of told you, or, you know, we don't care about the environment, or when it comes to things like that. Maybe growing up, you never really ran into people that were as passionate about saving the environment or saving animals or saving other people or helping other people. Maybe you never met anyone that was as passionate about something like that as you are, about those types of efforts. Maybe you've never met anyone that was like, yeah, I'm really affected and impacted by what is happening in the world, by what is going on in the world. There's something here though that feels very youthful. So you guys may be that pick this pile. Some of you may be very, very young, like teenager in high school, early years in college, something like that, or in your 20s, where you're just like, yeah, most people my age don't give a shit about what's happening with this cause and with that cause. And you're going to find people that are like, no, I care about that too. And you guys are going to have that, share that in common, and really go to bat with this Warrior, Rescuer, and Avenger card right here when it comes to saving something or helping something or being that support for someone or something else. So there could be a lot of selfless service here as well. But there's, like I said, there's this youthful energy where it activates this inner child, something that you've always wanted to do, but you just never found anyone else that was interested in what you were interested in. And that's what's really going to come through to really activate and inspire that inner child of yours, which is really beautiful. So let's check out your other oracle cards, you guys. Very interesting pile so far. So let's see what it is that your soul could be teaching you, pile 4. And so we have here soul card. Okay. And it says, the energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God, or the divine. Yeah. So your tribe is teaching you how to connect to a deeper part of your soul by expressing that inner child. That is how they get you to this deeper place that you may not have felt the urge or push to express before. You may not have connected with this part of yourself in so long because you were under the assumption or the guise that the rest of the world doesn't care about this, and I'm only one person. How can I make a difference? Or how can I go out and enjoy this? I don't want to go out and do this by myself. I don't want to go out and dress up and do cosplay by myself. yourself, I wish I had a friend, or I wish I had a group. I wish I had a tribe or a community that was interested in this like I was. And so that's what this is, the soul card right here. So like I said, they won't be super intellectual, probably like talking about super deep things all the time. This is about expression. This is not about like really sitting around and talking. It could be for some of you, but what I'm really picking up here is like, this is about action. This is about movement. This is about something where it's like expressing yourself, expressing your inner self, showing you how to connect to something deeper by losing yourself in these inner child activities. This is going to feel so liberating for your soul. Pile 4. Let's see when you could possibly meet this tribe. And it says here, Gemini. So we have the card Gemini. And then we have the card here, Aquarius. Okay, so this could happen around late January or February, because that is around the season of Aquarius, or it could be late May through June, which is the season of Gemini. So this it could be around late January or February or May through June when you come into contact with this tribe here. But this will be a very quirky, maybe even misunderstood posse that doesn't care about being misunderstood. All they care about is expressing their inner child. So this is really great. I want to be in your tribe, pile 4. They sound lit, honestly. They sound really interesting, just like rebels, you know, very rebellious, very like, we're doing this for our damn selves. And I really love that, because people have to learn how to be a little bit selfish. You know, there is such a thing as a healthy dose of selfishness. It has to be, we can't always be selfless and always giving. Sometimes we have to learn how to fucking take, you know? And so that's what I'm seeing with this tribe here, is where they're just like, no, like, we're doing things, we're doing this for us because we want to do it. We don't give a damn if the rest of the world doesn't agree with it or see the point in it, or you know, feel the same way. It doesn't matter. We're doing this for us because we're passionate about it, or because we love to do it, or because this is how we feel and people are going to hear us. And I really like that. Your final 2 cards here is Imagine. Okay. Like I said, very youthful energy. And then we have here, oh, look at that, Orphaned. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Okay. So, this is the part of your inner child that felt neglected or abandoned, coming out through your imagination, really expressing itself through these activities. Like I said, band, or it could be cosplay, or it could be some sort of activism, humanitarian effort, something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, but never found the time, space, or community to do it. So there is something very beautiful here about your inner child, which has felt very neglected and abandoned. It's felt orphaned for a very long time. And this is why I was saying with that rescuer card that I pulled for you guys on camera, like, this is going to be something that rescues your spirit in a sense, because it feels, your inner child may feel neglected, abandoned, orphaned. It may feel like you just sort of like left it. You know, like I said, the inner child can really get depleted by expectations and responsibilities and just showing up and doing what you got to do. This very robotic sort of movement. When it just comes to survival, the inner child gets killed when it comes to that survival mentality. Kids don't necessarily understand surviving. Their job is to just like explore, you know, it's all about exploration and learning for them. So it's not really about surviving and all this really heavy stuff. It's more so just about, you know, seeing what sort of impact they have in the world and learning how to make an impact on the world. So there's a lot of Magician card energy here that's happening as well for you guys. Yeah, we even have the Gemini card right here, which is ruled by Mercury, just like the Magician card. And the Imagine card right here, 8 of Swords. So yeah, there's a lot of your imagination that has been cooped up for a very long time and needs to be rescued. That's the way you can really express your soul, and your soul can live through your imagination. So there's going to be so much of you that really comes out in this tribe, and it really expresses itself beautifully. This could even be as well. I don't know why, but something here is coming through with like maybe even like the LGBTQ community. It could be something like that, you guys, where you just feel like, I can just let my damn hair down. I can just be me. You know, I can dress like this, talk like that. This is who I truly am. This is my true soul. And you are finally finding a way to express it. And this is so beautiful. This seems really, really amazing for you guys, because like I said, you need your inner soul. Your inner child really needs to express itself. And that part of your soul that is genuine, that is authentic, that is like, this is who I am. And the rest of the world may not understand it, but this is just who I don't even understand it with this Aquarius card right here. And Eight of Swords, it's like you have felt very trapped this entire time by who it is that you are, who it is that your soul is. You felt trapped by your soul. But this tribe is going to help break your soul free through your imagination, which is so beautiful, pile 4. So yeah, this is all, was I calling you guys pile 3? I hope not. But this is all that I'm seeing for my pile 4 is I am in love with your tribe. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile 5, welcome to your reading. We're starting with your tarot cards before getting to your oracle cards to check out your tribe, get as many details as we can on them, really get the tea as to who these people may be, what their destiny is for, you know, in your life, what their purpose is in your life, honestly. So yeah, let's just get started. Your very first tarot card that we have here is the Conqueror of Wands, otherwise known as the King of Wands. And then we have here the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a group of a lot of masculine energy, pile 5, that are mainly here to help you heal from toxic men or from toxic masculine traits that have seriously wounded some of you. This is like more mature or older men or even women with masculine energy, very sort of alpha energy coming through to show you that not all men are the same, or not all men will do to you what has been done to you. This is a tribe that is focused on healing and undoing the damage of what someone else did, possibly a masculine, what a masculine did. It could be a father figure, grandfather, an uncle, a spouse, a boyfriend, some sort of male that was in your life that you came across. It feels like masculine energy that may have seriously hurt you. So, you know, you may have had an absent father or father figure in your life where you didn't get to see up close and personal how a man was supposed to be or treat others, or you had a masculine presence in your life that was more along the lines of verbally, mentally, or even physically abusive. And so they taught you all the wrong things about men and masculine energy. They taught you how to denounce, demonize, and hate the masculine, or they even taught you, or they may have showed you a lot more than actually taught you how the masculine can assert itself in a negative way. So, you know, maybe you had a man in your life that maybe they weren't necessarily faithful, maybe they weren't committed, maybe they had a woman at home, maybe they had a relationship at home that they didn't respect, maybe they had a relationship at home but they still went out and did their own thing. You know, like they showed you something where it feels very like excess, like they didn't have a lot of control, self-control. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. This feels like this masculine energy just did not have a lot of self-control. And they sort of showed you like the gross, the nasty, the dark side of that lack of self-discipline. So maybe they drank too much and maybe they got in fights a lot. Maybe they slept with a lot of people, just showed you like how to almost disrespect yourself in that way because of something went on with them. Something happened with them where they thought that this is what it meant to be masculine, or this is what it meant to be a man, or this is what it meant to be an alpha. This is what it means to be in charge, you know? So it's kind of like they showed you the wrong way of that. Or, you know, you witnessed it maybe possibly. So they taught you all the wrong things about men and masculine energy. Like I said, they may have taught you how to denounce, demonize, hate the masculine, or how to step in your own masculine energy in a very unhealthy, toxic sort of way. Maybe they didn't honor the truth and things like that. Maybe they lied a lot, something like that. So this tribe of strong men or women is coming in to show you that those traits that you hated are not the true representation of the masculine. So they are here to help heal a lot of past wounds for you. Even though this is all about healing the masculine, I'm sensing a lot of feminine energy here as well. So even if this was like a group of men or something, they have so much nurturing, gentle energy, and it is so genuine. They genuinely care about rewriting what you know of the masculine, about rebranding it for you. It's actually a part of their purpose, I'm sensing here, is to rewrite the narrative and introduce a healthy relationship to the masculine for you. So there's a lot of misinformation, and you are getting to see this expressed through men and or women that are so much more healthy and grounded and caring than what you have experienced in the past. Let me just shuffle a couple of cards here to kind of pick out a little bit more of the energy or the personality, oh my gosh, of your tribe. This doesn't feel like your card, but I'm just going to show you guys just in case this means something for you. And it says seeker, light attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Shadow attribute, inability to commit to a path once found. Yeah. Okay. But let me just shuffle here. So we have here virgin, light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Yeah, like I was talking about, this could have been a man that just, or a masculine sort of energy that just did not respect their commitment. They didn't respect maybe the truth. They didn't respect purity. They didn't respect sacredness, the sacredness of something they did not respect. They didn't see it as a sacred thing. You may have also had a bad experience with your first sexual experience, your first sexual partner. You may have had a traumatic experience in a sense. We have here poet, light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. And then we have here damsel, light attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attributes, waiting for a knight to provide for you, waiting for a knight to provide for you, and seduction by romantic illusion. And underneath the deck here we have bully. Yeah, see? Light attributes highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. This is what I was picking up with your pile 5, is that you may have there's something in you, there's some sort of purity in you that a masculine energy, could be a man or a woman, but some sort of masculine energy came through and killed some sort of purity in you. They came through and sort of like trampled over something that was pure to you or that was sacred to you. And it really was like this shock to your system where it's like, oh shit, this is how the world works. This is how the world really is. This is how men are. This is how women are. There was something in you, some sort of innocence in you that seems to have been oh yeah, we got the bully card. It could have been bullied in a sense. Or it could have been victimized in a sense. It's almost like your innocence was victimized in a sense by someone by someone dominating you, bullying you, something like that just, it's like a very nasty energy that I'm sensing here, where it's just like it sort of triggered you in a way where it's like, oh my gosh, this is what the world really is. It was just this very abrupt, almost traumatic experience of, oh, this is the real world. And it fucked up your intimacy is what I'm really picking up. It kind of messed with your head in a sense where you're like, I don't know how to get close to people in that way. Maybe you don't know how to get close to a person intimately or sexually. Maybe you don't know how to, or maybe, this can also come through as having a lot of different sexual partners, having a lot of sex all the time, something like that, where it's just like, I don't know how to get close without having sex, or I use sex as a way to stay or to keep from getting close to another person. So that's also coming through as well. And with this poet card and this damsel right here, like I said, damsel, there's something, damsel in distress. There's something about your energy that is a little bit in distress. And I'm seeing this tribe for you come through and really offer a way to heal and to set at ease, to put at ease that part of your spirit that feels very chaotic because of this earlier experience that you had with this masculine energy, this sort of masculine energy that really victimized this virgin, this purity, this innocence that you had within you. And so there's a little bit of you that is still in distress. And I see these people coming through, your tribe coming through as a way to poetically describe your situation, or not describe it, but it's like they're able to put into words what has happened to you, what has gone on with you, and why almost in a sense your life is how it is. Because some of you, you're not putting the pieces of the puzzle together that like this part of my life is the way that it is because of this first experience that I had, or this, my innocence that was victimized, my innocence that was snatched away from me. It's like those dots aren't connecting. they're not connecting. To you, it may just be like, for instance, this is just an example for you, it may just be like, oh, it's just sex, you know, like sex isn't a big deal. But it's like there's something deeper there about why sex is something easy for you, but intimacy may not be easy for you. You know, it's like you're not really connecting those dots because it seems very innocent. It just seems like it's not that big of a deal. It's just sex, or it's just relationships that I keep jumping in, or it's just maybe every relationship that you get into, you're like, oh, maybe this time we'll be a family. Maybe this time, you know, there's something very innocent here that you're not realizing, and it almost gets preyed upon by people with negative motives, or people with a darker energy, or parasitic sort of energy, They can almost sniff out that feeling in you, not desperation, but that want, that desire in you, in a sense, almost to connect on a deeper level. So there's some of you that really desire to connect on a deeper level, and other people see that and they use that to their advantage, whatever that may be. They use that to their advantage. And then there's others of you that are like, you have this huge wall between you and a very intimate part of your life, and other people can't get past it. So your tribe is really coming through to help heal a lot of that and to help connect those dots so you can see, wow, this almost department or part of my life is like this because of that one experience. And it's something that you're not very much realizing right now. But they're really going to come through and be able to put that part of your life into words, so that the way you can see it very plainly with this poet card right here. You can see it very, very plainly, like, oh, this is what happened. This is why this happened. This is why I am how I am, you know? So it's very beautiful what your tribe is coming through to do. Very, very beautiful, actually. Let's check out your other oracle cards here, what it is that your tribe may teach you. And so we have your third chakra. The energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be. Yeah, so we can set a course towards our goals. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The solar plexus is the seat of our inner power, confidence, assurance, ego, and identity. Pile 5. This is the area where the masculine rests. So they are teaching you, your tribe is teaching you how to be more upfront, more expressive, and more secure within yourself. There is something else coming up here about looking people in the eye as well when you talk to them, making sure that you look them in the eye when you talk to them. It's like your confidence is shifting after being around this tribe, Pile 5, where you start asserting yourself, not in like a domineering way, but in the way that the healthy masculine asserts itself. You learn how to healthily, is that a word? But you learn how to healthily, if that's a word, I don't know if it is, but you learn how to healthily, in a sense, assert your masculine energy, this third chakra, this solar plexus energy that is all about standing in its own identity without having to trample other people's identity. You know how to stand in your own space as your own person, as your own individual, without having to suppress other people. You know, so some people, they only know how to be if other people are quiet. Some people, they only know how to talk, how to get their point across if they are suppressing and oppressing other people. That is the unhealthy side of it. You're learning how to be in your own space and your own individuality without having to quiet the noise around you. You know, you're very much so learning how to express yourself in a much more healthy way when it comes to that masculine sort of energy. So it's like your confidence is going to start to shift after being around this tribe. So it's like you're going to start asserting yourself in not in a domineering way like we talked about, but the healthy way that the masculine asserts itself, not with dominating, but with addressing. So your mannerisms may change very much after hanging around this tribe for a while. The way you talk and even stand may change. You know, your posture may change. This might be some sort of secret brotherhood or something for a select few of you here on this pile. It could be like a fraternity, something like that. Even like something like the Freemasons is coming through, for example. That's the only example that I could think of that's kind of like a brotherhood, I think. I think the Freemasons are just male, right? Just male. I think it's the Eastern Star that is the female version of the Freemasons, something like that. That's the only example that I could think of. But yeah, for sure, this changes a lot of who you are, but for the better. It makes you more of who you are, not changes you, but it makes you more of who you are, I should say. Okay, so let's see when you could possibly meet this tribe. And so we have here the 4th house. Okay. And then we have Neptune. Interesting. All right. So you may meet this tribe after a big move or moving out on your own or to a different city or something where you don't know a lot of people. You could even meet these people through helping animals, saving animals, buying some animals to live with you. I don't know why that's coming through here. Maybe like starting a small farm. I know these messages are random as all hell. Just work with me here though. But there's this bigger connection that gets set off by a smaller purpose with this Neptune card right here, where you go to like buy a pig or a dog or something random and end up meeting your future tribe members, you know? So it's going to be something very, very simple. Maybe you're in the grocery store and you just kind of sort of bump into someone. It's going to be a very, what I'm picking up here is like, this is going to be a very lax sort of meeting, you know? And it's like they sort of introduce you into this maybe secret brotherhood or something like that. Okay, so and it could have something to do with any sort of major aspects or transits happening within your fourth house as well. Maybe Neptune may be in your fourth house, something like that, or about to head into your fourth house, something like that. But definitely check out for those sort of things, those sort of occurrences happening within your chart. So let's check out your final 4 cards here. And so we have here regeneration. Yep. Exactly what I was talking about. Then we have here breathe, this little fairy angel looking thing. Then we have clean it up. Yep, this is what I've been talking about. And here and now. Okay. So regeneration is about reinventing the idea of masculine energy and or the men in your life. This will come as a breath of fresh air for you because you had this idea that all men or all women or all of some type of person or people were the same because of a few of the same experiences that you had. And this tribe is helping you rebrand, in a sense, what masculine energy and a certain type of person means to you or are to you. Especially with this like here and now. Like I said, there's a lot that there's a few dots that you're not connecting here. As you can see with this here and now card, it has the past right here. It has a sign that says past is this way and the future is that way. And you're sitting in the middle. So there's a little bit of like this disconnect between, oh, my life is like this because of this earlier experience. But there is something as well, very angelic almost, about this tribe that's coming through for you. And we also have the Neptune card, which is all about cleansing, really processing, truly cleansing the spirit and the being of past experiences and of karma. When we deal with 8th house, Scorpio, Pluto sort of energy, it's all about processing. When we deal with the 12th house, Neptune, Pisces sort of energy, it is all about completely cleansing, completely finding closure with a certain chapter in your life. So there's a lot of closure coming through here for very many of you guys. Once you realize, once your eyes become open to like, wow, this is why my life is how it is. All these dots are going to start to connect, much like the World card in Tarot and the Major Arcana. So there's a huge regeneration where you're cleaning up this idea of what you had of certain people. And this is that angelic part that's coming into your life, especially with this Neptune card, this 3rd chakra card right here, where it's like, okay, all of this is making sense. This is making sense to me now. But this tribe is really going to help to open your eyes to these things that you didn't see before. You did not see before how these dots were connected and how they were influencing or impacting or affecting your life and your relationships and the way that you move and the way that you navigate in the world. But there's going to be a huge realization, a huge illumination and awareness that comes in because of this, you guys, because of this tribe, which is really beautiful. But they're coming through to really help you understand even more of yourself and your past and your experiences, and to really rework the damage that has been done, which is so beautiful. So they won't be the reason that you heal. They're just going to help lead you to your own way of healing and through awareness, really, honestly. So yeah, but this is all that I'm saying for my pile 5s. Such a beautiful reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. Until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.